Hey guys, it's Sharon with Little Britain Company, and today I have a Dollar Tree haul. It's actually one that I've been stopping at Dollar Tree like over the past week and a half or so. There's just been super busy going on at our house. This past week, in the middle of the week, we had to drive Middlebrit to the airport to fly back to England. So although I know his mom is excited to see him, this mom was not too happy to let him go. But he's back off to England, so it's been an interesting week. Good news for all you guys out there. You know our friend Kate. And we've all been praying for her. She had found some recurrence of the cancer, which she thought she was done with. Had some of her scans last week, and she called me to tell me that everything is tremendously, all of the tumors that had come back, or the tumors that were showing up, they are all much smaller. Some of them are gone completely with the medication that she's been taking. And so, you know, these past several months of difficulty, because I know that medication is no fun, she is emerging victorious, and very excited to share that news. So, you know, Kate, you know we love you, and thank you all for all of the prayers. I guarantee it all made a difference. So, good news on that. Let me just stop that for a second. Okay, so I'm going to jump in. Actually, that's what I do. For those of you who might be new to the channel, just fair warning, I am a talker. I will talk. If that's not your thing, and I get it, it's not everybody's thing, just fast forward or mute me. I've got wonderful things to show you. Don't miss out on the good stuff. So, you know, for that matter, if you're new to the channel, hey, subscribe. Come on, join us. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun here. We really do. So... But yeah, I do want to give that fair warning, just because I know that, you know, I know that, you know, my friends out there, we kind of enjoy this, but not everybody does, but they want to see the stuff. Please, by all means, watch the stuff. I absolutely admit that there are people who I don't listen to. And so, but I don't want to miss out on, you know, the goodness that they're bringing. So I just go around it. So you're welcome to go around me. Okay, let's get started. I've got some things to share. If you remember, I don't have them with me. If you saw the videos on the vintage Dollar Tree marriage that I did there with the some of those really cool Halloween vintage steaks that they do. I did the cat, I think. I also did make one for the pumpkin, and I made one of the decor pieces for the skeleton. They did not sell, but I think I know why. It was very windy, and they were blown off of what we thought we had them well secure, but it got very windy to the point where we were having to hold the tent down, and they were blown off. I had a hanging sign from them, and the hanging sign broke off of two of the three, and then the other one I just put it away. So I will bring those back out next year, or if you're interested, I'm going to repair those. It was something. I know that there were a couple people who left. It was a beautiful, bright day, but it's always interesting learning the new venues. I don't know. I still think that I'm a cooler for venues. It was not, you know, we made something, but we certainly made our booth and a little bit, but Sophia's making herself known. But it was not a huge day by any means, and I do think that part of that, I think Big Brit's home, and I think that part of that has to do with I had never been to this show before, and it was a lot of parents and very young children. So, like infants. I did not know there was an Air Force base right there. So lots of very young families, young people, and infants. Maybe, you know, infants and toddlers for the most part. which is not necessarily, I mean, we have a few things for infants, but I had not prominently displayed my baby blankets, which clearly was a mistake. So, you know, it's really helpful. What you have to go to the first ones, to know what the show is if you don't already know someone who can give you more information. So it's always really kind of important if you can find a way to find out better who's coming to the show, you know, what groups are going to come. I do have things for, you know, I think for younger people. So I think that I just didn't, I mean, if you all saw the walkthrough, I think that I should have moved all of like the reusable paper towels and the dryer, and my dryer things further to the front. So hint for anybody out there, if you're doing a show with a much younger audience, meaning, you know, young parents just starting out, I guess I shouldn't have been surprised. I mean, it was a lot of young, I don't think I've ever seen that many babies in one place since I had a baby and we were going to baby places. And there were barn animals right behind us. So, but it was still a lovely day. And we got, you know, the whole family was together, or not the whole family, but 4 of us were together. So that was nice. You got to see the bright side. So anyway, see, this is what I mean about long story. So those fell, my beautiful renditions fell. The actual pieces were fine. The signage underneath them broke off. They need to be repaired and changed. However, I think people really enjoyed them. We were getting a lot of attention for those, and I would like to do some Christmas ones. I have not seen Dollar Tree put out vintage Christmas stakes, but I have seen these. So this cute little guy with his Be Merry, I think that I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use these. I'm going to show you the ones that I found. I found this. These are cute. I like this Santa, the ho ho ho, and I really like the snowman. So I'll just show you on the snowman. I'm going to probably repaint or edit this part. We may fill more. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with some of these as far as filling this more before I go ahead and Mod Podge it, which really did make a difference. These are different from the cat and the other ones from these. The ones behind me, that's basically, they have a paper coating attached to the wood. So that was an easier, it really brought out the Mod Podge, really worked on those. It'll work on these. These are painted directly on, or some such thing. I mean, I'm sure it's some kind of a paint stamp type thing that they do. You can definitely see the wood through it. That is going to make a different product. So I haven't decided if I'm going to use this and just simply repaint to give it more depth. But something, because the signs really turned out well. I was very happy with them. Definitely painting around the edges made a big difference. Just, it really added a depth to them. But those signs had more depth. I'm hoping that when I go back to Dollar Tree, maybe tomorrow, that I'll see more, and maybe they've done something a little bit more similar to this. Let me show you a different one that I've got sitting right here, so you really can tell the difference. So this is, we still have the Halloween stuff out. This is a paper product that's been adhered to this sign. And it has, and you can just see, it's given it a brightness. So to tone down the, but I like that it had the paper. The paper actually helped. But to tone down the brightness, I'm using this wonderful Mod Podge. So this is my antique matte, and it does, I mean, it's not going to brown it too much, but it brings it down. It makes it a little bit more matte. It brings down that kind of in your face brightness that some of these can have. So, so there's that one. I did not get around to doing these two, and I don't know that I want to do this guy. I don't love him, but I liked the sign that was underneath him, which was like these. if you see like these little Halloween and the other ones, I think well, there's him. That way, I gotta go back first. Those signs are so cool and scroll looking that I took those off and I reattached them to my other ones. And that's why I have him. So I probably will give him away. Okay, I put him. But I really liked the bat up here. And I think that for next Halloween, I am going to find some kind of lovely, or I might just straight out paint it. This into some yellows and oranges and have the bat hanging off this sign. So I'm liking him. Anyway, on to Christmas. Sorry. See, I digress. I just can't help it. It's just what y'all my friends out there, y'all know. All right, sorry, moving on. Because when I look at things, I can't help but share with you guys how I want to use them, why I bought them, I mean, what I see in them. So I got this cute little soldier because, y'all know why I bought him. Because I'm going to dismantle him. I'm going to take off all of the tinsel. I've done this before. It's what I've done. You end up getting a lot of this tinsel wrap. It really just, it turns out being, all right, so here's some from a different sign. You get this really cool wired tinsel wrap. And a lot of the tinsel, so I've got gotten some tinsel from Temu, but it doesn't have the wire in it. And the wire does, it's very useful for certain things. I'm going to dismantle this guy, and I may go ahead and do something else with him. So I had some other ones. I'll show you what I was doing with. I don't know if I'm going to spend the time on this one right now. I'll finish him at some point. But I started to rewrap this one, which originally was Dollar Tree, completely wrapped in that orange. And I'm rewrapping him in the pink, and I'm going to be cutting off these and just doing pink. Actually, I think I'm going to be doing pink all the way through here, and then another wrap of pink, and I'll cut off these sections. And I'll do something like maybe off-white up here. I really like this feel. And this is just kind of fun. You can sit in front of the TV and do that. It's really fun. Okay, so we got that soldier. These are all intended for the same reason. I'm going to dismantle them, and then I may go back through and redo them. I'm also considering doing some plaster of Paris type stuff. Not plaster of Paris. Oh, I can't think of the name. Anyway, I'm thinking about doing something else on them so that I can paint them and redo them. Because getting the form is huge. I really wanted this color. I just don't have any of it. And I'm really liking getting some of that, and I'll pull off all the pieces. I'm going to reuse all of the pieces on here. These, so I bought 2 of these. I'll take off the tinsel. Then my plan is to reattach them and then recreate this into something fabulous. Simply fabulous. I'm just going to go with fabulous right now because I have some thoughts about what I want to do with it. So then I got this tinsel. I like their tinsel because it's thinner than a lot of the stuff that you would buy in other stores. Thinner isn't always better unless you're building with it, so to speak. What I don't like are these little guys. So I will do the same thing I did when I had the Halloween tinsel. I sat down and I cut every single one of these guys, in that case it was bats or something, off. And then I have this nice thinner tinsel to use on ornaments because I will be making some of the vintage ornaments and things. So I really needed the thinner tinsel that was more prevalent back in the 40s and 50s. They didn't have like the really thick tinsel. So the same thing will happen with this one. I'm going to take it apart and just redo it. I've had this back in the bag real quick. So, not plaster of Paris. I hate it when I lose words. You know what? But what's funny is I always know the term. I mean, the term is you have mild aphasia, and everybody gets it, but it just drives me nuts. Okay, and then I got Mr. Ghost. Mr. Ghost is here because I want the white tinsel. And there's probably 8 yards of tinsel on here. Maybe 10. There's a lot. I think the last time I undid a ghost, there was 8 yards. 8 feet. That's a lot. That's several yards. So if I can get 3 yards off of this for $1.25, that's a great deal. And I'll keep the ghost form and do something different with it. And I like being able, I can just sit down one day and watch TV and unravel tinsel. Unravel these tinsel trees. So then, I gotta put the receipts behind me. I also got this tree. This is not my style tree, but we're gonna take it apart. I'm gonna take it apart and I'm gonna redo it. And actually, with this guy, I think I do have a plan. So once I detinsel it, I think that's my new term. We're going to use that, detinsel. Once I detinsel it and take off all of its little added pieces, I think what I'm going to do is cut off each of these sections and use them independently. Because although I don't love the look of the tree, I do like that size of a little tree that I can redo in my own way. I did pick up more glitter. I didn't intentionally become a glitter girl. I don't really love glitter. I don't think it's great. But if you're doing, if you're working in retro and vintage, glitter is a big part of that. And it really just adds something to it. So I am trying some different ideas that people have sent me. I think I'm going to take a small bottle and actually combine. Mod Podge does put out a glitter product, but it doesn't do a lot of glitter. So what I think I'm going to do is take a small bottle and add Mod Podge and enough glitter that I think it's going to be the amount that I want, if that makes sense. And mix it as I go. Okay, I can finally put my other foot up. So I didn't have time to get to everything. I intended to have this on my table in front of some of the Halloween product, in front of the rosettes, really, with just information about the rosettes, but I just didn't get to it. It's fine. It'll be there for next year. And we'll put these in when we put away things for, at this point, we're putting away the Halloween product, and we're putting away the Halloween, anything that's meant to be a Halloween fixture, all goes into a special box, and then that gets put away for, so we can look at it next year. Oh, I had to get these for a little break. Scooby-Doo. It's Shaggy. I found Shaggy socks. You don't see Shaggy socks. Okay. Now this, I think I have some of these in my stock. I don't know right now. And what I had been thinking, because I bought this one almost 2 weeks ago. I just didn't get around to doing it, was that my wonderful husband could cut these ping pong balls in half. So I could use kind of the bulging eye as the center for some of my rosettes. And I could make a smaller rosette with the eyeball kind of coming out of it. And I'm going to try that next year. I might try it this year if I have time. Yeah, I'm not going to have time. I have so many Christmas shows coming up. But I may do like different holiday things. I just prefer doing holiday stuff. This is hilarious. I've got to share it with you just because I thought it was so funny that I found this literally the day before the show. Yeah. Dollar Tree. Finally got in orange crepe paper. Yeah. Okay. Dollar Tree. I got you. I see what you're doing to me. But it isn't Halloween. I do know, we all know Dollar Tree is already at the point. It depends on the Dollar Tree. So we have Dollar Trees in town that still have back to school stuff up, mixed in with, like a little back to school here and a whole aisle, and then a whole aisle of the Halloween here and some Christmas over here, instead of, sort of moving it. And then I have some Dollar Trees that have really, compiled or the back to school stuff is all back with the office stuff now. They've already moved the Halloween, condensed it, and they're beginning to move in their Christmas. It's just every Dollar Tree for itself right now, I think. Which is, you know, okay. Dollar Tree has to do their thing. They're always funny. Oh, look what else I found. I actually think that he's pretty cute. So if I take him apart, and I haven't decided if I'm actually going to take this guy apart, but if I detinsel him and take him apart, there'll be a really interesting gnome that I can use. You can kind of see the back of him. But this would also be cute as sort of a little mushroomy type house in the back with this on top of it. And that was part of what I was thinking, that I could detinsel him, take off his fuzzy beard, reuse those for other things, and then turn this into this really cute little Christmassy mushroom house. And I haven't decided. It really just depends on time. There we go. I got two of those. Two of those trees that we're going to be taking apart. I did get the bells. And to be fair, I actually got these bells specifically so I could take them apart and reuse the bell form. So it wasn't for the tinsel on these. For these, I really wanted to see if I could do something different with the bells and give them that retro antique look by doing the, oh my God, it's going to drive me nuts. It's gone. Anyway, you know, where my mom used to mix up this stuff with the flour and water and then newspaper, and then you would cover it. Then you all will, somebody out there, one of you lovely ladies or gentlemen, will tell me the word that I cannot come up with. But use that on there and then turn it something new. And then I found this great tinsel. I think this is wonderful. This screams 1950s to me. The look, I wish they had it in pink. If they had this in the same kind of iridescent, brightish pink, even in a pale pink, but if they had it in pink, oh, wow, mwah, that would be amazing. Dollar Tree, if you're listening to me, y'all, tell me, please, anybody in the comments, whatever else you add, tell me if you would like to see this in pink at Dollar Tree. Maybe if enough of us say it, they'll listen and give us some pink. Because I think that would be so cool. And that it would be, you know, again, working with the retro stuff, so cool. And I did buy this one. Again, it's on the thinner side. The Dollar Tree tinsel is a little bit on the thinner side. But for me, that works for what I'm looking for. For what I'm using it for. So I put these guys back in here. In my brain, I keep trying to come up with that word. Okay, why is this so? This one's very heavy. Oh, I know why this is heavy. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so if you remember my my bottle top Christmas decor, and I'll try to remember to link it so that you guys can see it. So a lot of you over time have asked me where to get the bottle caps. These bottle caps, they are so cool. They are super cool. And our Dollar Tree had these 2 for $1. My Dollar Tree, the one closest to me, was getting rid of all of their tin 2 for $1. So I was like, why is this bag so heavy? I don't even know how much I got, but I got everything they had. And this year, I think what we're going to do is we're going to actually spray paint some of it a nice red. Possibly a Coca-Cola red. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. There was a mixture here of Christmas and Halloween, mostly Christmas. I did buy several of these. I think they only had 3. So I bought 3 of these to go with those stakes. So I can start looking at making those. But if I see something more vintagey or more finished, I'll go with that. I had to. Even though Little Brit has more socks than he knows what to do with. We do not need socks. but I had to. I wanted to show you, I found this. I just thought this was so fun, the Hershey's. And it's Hershey's. It's made by Hershey. This is not a Dollar Tree brand. So that was super fun. And the York Peppermint Patty. These would be great for if you have pets and you were looking for something cute and Christmassy, or you know someone who has pets that you want to do something Christmassy in a stocking. Those are pretty perfect. I did find, this is Yves St. Clair. And so I went ahead and bought the pineapple papaya. I thought that sounded, I haven't smelled it. Did I smell it? Smells like pineapple. Smells good. Smells good. So with all the boys in the house, we're going through these very quickly. Okay, guys, I have to show, I was so excited about this. These are Reese's socks. These are not Dollar Tree. These are not Greenbrier. These are, oh wait, they are Greenbrier. I didn't think they were. Okay, these are Dollar Tree socks. But Dollar Tree is clearly working directly with some of these bigger companies. But I love these. With the little Reese's Cup Draculas. These are for me. I bought the chains because I was looking for chain for the signage to hang those signs. I didn't want to use like the, I didn't want to use what was on there like right now. So I wanted to hang with chains. I was looking for a bigger chain, didn't find it. I bought these just in case. I don't think these are going to work, so I'll do something else with those. I did find the evil stepmother. It was just kind of funny. We took the kids to Disney, all of our children to Disney one year. And we had found Seven Dwarf t-shirts for everybody. And for our daughter, we found the Snow White t-shirt. But for me, we found the evil stepmother t-shirt, which was just, we all had a good time with it. It was all just a nice joke. So I'm going to open this up. I have no idea, but I had to get it. Let's see. It's purple. Let's see what that looks like. All right, y'all ready? It's very light. I don't even see it. Do you see it? But let me show you. When I push it up a little bit, it looks purple. Let me do that. Oh, there you go. It needed a lot of it. Let me wipe that off. Keep towels next to me. That disappeared again. What do you think? I actually, it depends on what light I'm getting on it, but but yet I'm not done. All right, let me put some of this back, only because I'm filling my table. I'll leave this one here. I'll use it. Okay. Next, I think I only have one more bag. I just have to get to it. Okay, there we go. So, now this guy is more of what I was talking about. I don't know if he'll fit on one of the rounds. Let's see. Before I show you. Okay. Isn't he adorable? Now he's on this little stand, and I wondered if I could take the stand off, and I can. So I will take the stand off, and I will turn him into one of these decor pieces. I think he is so cute. He's very sweet. All right, so I really like him. I think that's going to work. I need more of these. I think that's going to work. I saw other people there with these type thing. It looked to me like they had attached two of them together, or maybe they were just using something that was a little bit thicker, but it's similar to what I was doing. And they were charging $40 to $55 for theirs. I don't think anybody sold much of anything. Honestly, looking around, nobody was selling. Even the food people weren't selling. There was usually there was a baker who didn't have a huge amount of stuff, and she wasn't selling. Nobody was selling. I'm very lucky that way. Okay, I found this cool candle. And it has a nice, almost sort of smoother. It doesn't feel like plastic on that side. I don't know about this side because it's completely covered. And it turns on. It does the nice flickering. That's just for the house. I did get two of the hearts because I think I'm going to put one of the assemblages on the inside of these. So I wanted to try those. I found these signs. These are 10 signs at Dollar Tree for $1.25. I thought that was good. So Dad's garage always open. And then we had Dad's workshop and another of the Dad's workshop. If it isn't broken, don't fix it. Go ask your mother. When in doubt, use duct tape. That's my husband. That's him. And then, and it's not like I don't have some of these, but I went ahead and picked up some of their cupcake baking cups. These I fell in love with because if I can make them work, let me just pull out, see if I can pull out one. Yeah, so it's hard to know. So what I want to do is use it like this, basically. So, and I think I can. I think that I'm going to be able to flatten the middle and then use the rest of it on some of my creations, some of my more vintagey creations. I might cut out the middle, slice through the side so that I can move it around a little bit so that I can keep the pleats. I think that's going to be the best way to keep the pleats. This gold one, I am interested to see how much gold you actually get. So the inside looks quite white, and I don't know what that means. Huh. Okay, so the inside looks very white. It's just thick. That's very interesting. So it'll be interesting to try my theory. Should I try it right now? I will tell you all now, for those of you who want to cut it shorter, my scissors, that this is actually it. That's it. We got to the end. There you are. But if you want to stick with me for a few minutes, let's see if this works. So I'm going to cut through just one side, and then I'm going to kind of cut around this circle. Excuse me. And I don't care if I'm being neat about cutting around the circle, because it would be behind something. It's not going to show. So, but I don't want to cut off too much in the way of the pleats. Okay, so I've got this little round. Now I could also use a, let's see. So taking it like that, a little more, or maybe, so spread out when you cut it, you could conceivably, if you have a big enough piece, take two of these and kind of layer them one over the top of the other, so this can go all the way around, and you keep your lovely pleats. You could put it together, but anytime you put it together, you're going to, the way it's bending, because it's bent on a circle as opposed to a length, it's not going to bend together the same way the rosettes do. But this is an interesting idea because look at that. So two of those together could actually go all the way around this cool piece, depending on what's on it. So that works. Or I think it'll, I'll have to play with it a little bit more, but I think that was the concept behind it. And then the smaller cups, I think will also work. We'll just have to test them to see which ones work the best for the products that we're doing. So that's it. That's everything I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. And there's more to come. I went shopping with Middlebrit before he left. He and I took an entire day to go shopping together, picking up some things for people back home and just spending the day together, which was lovely. So I have some purchases from that day I'm going to show you. And I have a Temu haul that came in. So there's more to come this week. But for now, that's it from the Dollar Tree. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Leave me a comment about what you liked the most. In particular, should they do pink? I vote yes. See you guys later. Cheers.